Hi everybody, it's Christopher Daddy
Dad,
Phillips,
dad, dad, dad.
and this is Cali.
Phillips.
And are we going to sock
Cali
it?
not feeling well.
Not feeling well. She's staying home from school, and Daddy's taking advantage of this, exploiting this situation to have Socrates Cafe. So let's sock it. I'll sock it to you, Daddy. So Cali, you were telling me about that you were having some conflicts with your best friend, and you said you wanted to resolve it. And that made me wonder, sort of in the big picture way, how do we resolve conflicts with people? What's the best way?
Talking it out with the best friend or with the person.
What do you mean by talking it out?
What do you mean by talking?
Do you mean like saying, "Hey, listen, we've been having"? Do you talk specifically about the conflict and say, "This is how we resolve it"? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't know.
But what do you mean by talking it out? What's the best way to talk it out?
Telling her what's happening and and I don't know.
But what was your
What
plan?
do you mean?
Like, do you just go up to the person and say, "Hey, we need to talk about this"? And where do you go? Do you just do it right there in front of everybody? Do you find a place away from people?
Find a place away.
Why?
I don't know, because maybe people will make fun. Like some girls that make fun of me.
So you would want to do it in private so others don't listen
They
in?
do bullying.
Bullying?
Yes.
Ay, ay, ay. But
Girls.
Is your best friend bullying?
No, well.
Or do you just sort of have spats, little fights?
Spats.
But if it bothers you, and it's been bothering you, right?
Uh-huh.
Is it best to talk to Mommy and Daddy about it, just to get it off your chest, or do you have to eventually just go and talk to that person?
Sometimes I have to also talk to Mommy and Daddy, and sometimes even to the teacher.
Why to the teacher?
Because it's her student.
Because it's her student. And have you talked to your friend directly?
Yes.
Yes? And what did that do?
He said, well, that doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep doing these things, these conflicts.
Really?
One day she told me I have my eraser always in my hand, even at recess, and I always bring it home. And I say, well, not at recess, and please don't exaggerate. I don't ever bring it home, and I use it for erasing in the classroom.
And you said to her, please, don't do it. Why do you think she tried to make a conflict?
But she said, oh, but you use it too much, just if just if you needed to erase everything, even the trees and the bicycle.
But do you think that eventually, like just maybe going back and talking about it again, like when everybody's in a calmer mood, it might help, or not really?
Yes.
It would? How come?
I don't know.
Because Daddy was thinking about this person who recently, he was going to rent that apartment, and then the person cheated him. And ever since then...
Did he cheat Dada?
Yeah, big time. This is one in a long string that began with, unfortunately, the very tragic death of my father. But what do you do with people? What do you do with people who just don't want to resolve conflict, who just want to get away with stuff? You still try to talk to them?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's necessary.
So I should still try to reach out to these people, right?
Yes.
And what if it doesn't work out? The main thing's that I try?
Yes.
Why? Why should I even try with people who aren't honest?
Try and try again.
Really?
Practice makes perfect.
Are you serious, or are you being silly? Or a little bit of both?
Serious.
Silliest?
Silliest.
Daddy invented a new word. Serious silly.
Jello pillow.
Now she's talking about my tummy. So if you and I have a conflict, how do we work it out?
Jello pillow.
How do we work it out?
Does everyone know what a jello pillow is? It's this thing. Well, conflict. How do we work it out?
How do you and I work out problems that we have if we have a conflict?
Talk it out.
So you just talk. And even, do you think it usually works or doesn't work? What's your experience?
Work. And my best friend almost always says I copy her.
Oh, you're not a copier at all.
Of course not.
Now, Daddy wishes he could copy, but his handwriting's too bad.
Does anyone know Dad's handwriting? Where is it?
It's the worst. Wait, you want to find an example?
Oh, here's an example.
Oh gosh, this is conflict. Callie, please don't. I asked you not to, and you still did. Oh my gosh. So what do you do? What do you do? What do you do when
And
someone...
this is his signature. Well, this is his.
All right.
And this is his
So
signature.
see, I could be a doctor because that's how doctors write
Signature.
prescriptions. Oh, we're going to have a conflict. We're going to have a conflict because I'm trying to get you to do
this is
something.
his signature.
So the best way to try to resolve conflicts is, with anyone, is, even if they're not so honest or even if they're trying to pick a fight, is fill in the blank. The best way to try to resolve a conflict is
Talk it out.
talk it out. And the process for talking it out is to find a private space.
Yes.
So nobody else, and just to see what happens, even if it doesn't work out. All right, until next time, this is Christopher Daddy Phillips. I'm going to start giving Callie lots of kisses so she'll get well today.